Trading options with the wheel strategy is all about selling put options on an underlying stock until you get assigned that stock, and then selling that stock, hopefully for a decent profit. As part of our options wheel strategy tool, the assigned stock positions calculator provides you with a simple interface listing the stocks that have been assigned to you and calculates how much profit you can make selling them at different call strike prices. It's a fantastic and easy to use tool that keeps you updated on your stock positions in real time and helps you decide on the right strike prices to set for your call options. Okay, so in this video I'm going to give you a detailed explanation of the assigned stock positions calculator. Now, if you haven't already seen our video on the portfolio screen, I'd recommend you watch that first, as we'll be using that screen along with the assigned stock calculator, so there will be some sections of the portfolio screen that might not make much sense if you haven't seen that video first. You'll find a link to that video in the description below, and you'll also find links to videos on the other sections of our Options Wheel Strategy tool there. You can download the Options Wheel Strategy tool from our website at wheeloptiontraders.com. Again, link in the description. Go there for all things related to wheel options trading, including access to our amazing video training course dedicated to the wheel strategy. There's over 50 videos and counting. Right, to start, it's worth noting the question button at the top of the assigned stock calculator screen. Clicking this opens up shapes with lots of useful information on how to use this screen. And click again to toggle off. Okay, so here we are on the assigned stock positions calculator screen, and you can access it on the 5th tab here. As you can see, I already have some stocks listed here. These are stocks that have been assigned to me after selling put options on them. Now, if you have just downloaded and opened the tool for the first time, you won't see much on this screen. In fact, you won't see anything until one of your put option trades gets assigned and you purchase the underlying stock. Then it will show in the first row of this screen. So let's go back to the tool with already assigned stock so we can see it in action. Okay. So this table is fully automated and there is only one column that you need to enter anything into. That's the selling call strike price column, and more on that in a minute. Right, so let's quickly run through how stocks get added to this screen and then we'll look at how it works. So let's go into the portfolio screen. As you can see, we have sold 2 put options on Apple. And as you can see, they expire today. The red background gives us this warning. Now, as you can see, the current underlying stock price of $153.17 is below our strike price of $155. So what's happened is that in the last 6 weeks or so, the stock price of Apple has fallen to such an extent that it's dropped below our strike price. So it looks like we're getting assigned. And just a quick note, if all this terminology means nothing to you or you're struggling to understand everything, I'd strongly recommend you follow our wheel strategy video course, especially the sections on selling put and call options. Links to that in the description below. Right then, fast forward 24 hours and yes, nothing much has changed. We can now see from the grey background that the trade has expired. And we can also see that the underlying stock price has remained below our strike price. Come Monday morning, we'll see in our broker account that we've become proud owners of 200 shares of Apple stock. Nice. Okay, then let's fill in the closing trade details. So close date, then select EXP assigned, meaning the option has expired and the underlying stock has been assigned to us. Then the closing premium price is 0. Okay, the grey background shows that the trade is now closed. When this happens, there are all sorts of things that go on in the background. The trade P&L details are getting automatically added to the trade history screen. A break-evens table is being created and the dashboard is being updated. And of interest in this video, the stock is being added to our assigned stock calculator. So let's check. As you can see, Apple is sitting proudly at the top of the table. Okay, so let's have a quick look through the headings and explain what it all means. Now, I accept that this looks quite complicated with a load of numbers, but I promise it's really very simple. So we can see the company name and ticker symbol, and then the date the stock was assigned to us, which is the close date we entered on the portfolio screen when we closed the trade. Next, we can see we are holding 200 shares, and the current share price of these is $154.81. These are live prices that are streamed from the stock market that update automatically every 5 minutes, or you can click the orange update button for an instant update. Okay, so then we can see that the market value of these shares is $30,962, which is the stock price multiplied by the number of shares you own. So if you sold all 200 shares right now, you'd get approximately $30,962 for them. We can also see that at the bottom of the table, the total market price for all our assigned stock currently valued at $42,500. Okay, now in the pink column, you can see the price the shares were assigned to us at, which was our put option strike price. And then the value of the assigned stock at that price, which is the assigned price multiplied by the number of shares. So in this case, $31,000. That means if we sold our 200 shares of Apple right now, we would make a loss on the stock of only $38. We are lucky enough to be assigned just below the strike price of our trade. Now, as will option traders, we are going to sell call options against our Apple stock until it gets sold. So we'll be making premium along the way and possibly dividends profit as well. Okay, again looking at the bottom of the column, we can see that the value of all the stock when it was assigned to us was $45,000. And basically this is what it cost us to purchase all the stock we are currently holding. And comparing that to the current value of our collective stock, we are currently trading at a loss of $2,500. So this section of the calculator is simply a great list of our stock positions and how they're performing. The values update automatically, so we can come here anytime and check on their real-time performance. Okay, so the next section of the calculator can help us decide what strike price to set for our call options. We can decide if we want to sell our stock for a profit, at break even, or even at a loss if we want to get rid of our sinking ship quickly. We'll also be able to quickly see the values of carrying out these different outcomes. Okay, so let's see how it works. As you can see, we are being prompted to add a strike price. So let's start with the strike price we're assigned at, $155 per share. And instantly we can see we would sell at break even. Okay, so how about if we sold at a higher price, say $160 per share, and you can see this translates to a potential profit of $1,000. Okay, let's say we want to get rid of the stock ASAP, say at $150 per share. And in such a case, we'd make a potential loss of $1,000. Looking at the bottom, we can see that if all our call strike prices that we've added here are hit and our stocks are exercised away, then we'll potentially make a loss of $800 on the sale of our stock. Note we'd also be making premium profits on our call options, but for simplicity, this calculator focuses solely on our assigned stocks. We can, at any time, adjust the call strike positions, which I do every time a call strike has expired out of the money and I need to sell a new put option on the underlying stock. We can also try different scenarios by changing strike prices while keeping an eye on the overall potential profit. It may be worth sacrificing profits on some misbehaving stocks when we see that overall we'll still be making a profit or perhaps breaking even. Whatever way you use it, this tool is simple and a really useful feature of our wheel strategy tool. If anything's unclear or you have some questions about the assigned stock calculator, please comment below and I'll do my best to answer as quickly as possible.